Bernadette Soubirous was born on January 7, 1844 in Lourdes, France. Lourdes is located in the Pyrenees mountain region of France. Catholicism was the dominant religion in France at the time. Some other major religions were Judaism and Islam. She was the first child of Francois and Louise Castro, along with 6 brothers and 2 sisters, but only 3 of her siblings lived beyond the age of 10. This heartache bonded the family in strength and love as they faced many struggles beginning in 1854. During the early 1800s, there were often food shortages in this area. The family was forced to move into a one-room house which used to be a prison cell. Conditions were extremely unsanitary and the family faced many illnesses. There was a large cholera epidemic throughout the 1850s and Bernadette suffered from the illness as a child. Even considering the tough circumstances, Bernadette's family continued to be loving toward one another and accepted their circumstances without complaint. Bernadette herself was well-liked and displayed great courtesy and kindness towards others. She suffered from ill health and because of the family's poverty missed out on proper schooling. By the age of 14, she only knew of the basic catechism, she could not read or write, and was often made fun of for her poor intellect.
On February 11, 1858, while at the grotto looking for firewood, Bernadette had her first vision of a beautiful lady. Bernadette made the sign of the cross, said the rosary, and the lady vanished when she was done praying. Bernadette created much speculation within the village of Lourdes, and people often followed her to the grotto to witness these so-called miracles. Soon she had crowds of thousands watching her while she had her visions. 3 of her most prominent visions include the transformation of muddy grotto water to clear and glowing water, Mary telling her that she was the Immaculate Conception, and the miracle of a candle spreading across her hand but not burning her skin. Not everyone accepted Bernadette, however, and she was called a liar, was arrested by the police, and was accused of mental insanity countless times.
If your lady were real, wouldn't other people see her too?
I don't see why they can't.
You'll admit you are very ignorant, the worst pupil in the whole school.
That is true, monsieur.
And promise me that you will not go to the grotto again.
I cannot promise, monsieur.
She had 18 total visions of the Blessed Virgin, who told Bernadette to do penance, pray for sinners, and build a church at the grotto.
Following the visions, Bernadette became quite popular but never sought fame or money. She was often kind, patient, and tolerable to the many unwanted visitors that questioned her visions. Bernadette became interested in living a religious life and became a nun for the last 13 years of her life. During this time, she often suffered from illness and was confined to her bed for many months before her death. On April 16, 1879, at the age of 35, Bernadette prayed to the Holy Mary, did the sign of the cross, and passed away from tuberculosis. Saint Bernadette is often depicted in prayer with a rosary or appealing to the Holy Virgin. She was beatified in 1925 and canonized by Pope Pius XI in December 1933. Saint Bernadette is the patroness of illness, people ridiculed for their piety, poverty, shepherds, shepherdesses, and Lourdes, France.
There have been 69 accounts of healing in the grotto's waters since it was made clean in 1858 by Bernadette. Each year, millions of people visit the Grotto of Visions, and Lourdes is considered the most famous healing shrine in the world. Miraculous cures have been associated with Lourdes, and today the town welcomes more than 5 million pilgrims a year.